Across now to London, we can speak to Wafik Moustafa. He's the author of Egypt, the Elusive Arab Spring. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Moustafa. Can you give our viewers some sort of broader context of how Egypt got to the point by which it outlawed the Muslim Brotherhood and incarcerated a democratically elected president?
Today is a very sad day for Egypt. Very sad day where Egypt's first civilian elected president died in very controversial circumstances. And something got to be done by international community. He was not allowed to receive any justice. He was incarcerated and without any due process of law. By any international standard, he was not allowed visits, he was not allowed medicine, and was put in this glass box, which could easily be suffocated inside from heat or poison. I think something terribly gone wrong. I think that the regime, by not handing the body, by not allowing an international group of doctors to examine the body forensically, it raises a question if they have really killed Morsi today. It's really very important that the world should not let General Sisi and his regime get away with it. It's nothing to do with Muslim Brotherhood. I am a liberal person, as you probably know, but I think what is extremely nasty, something could have been done in South America 30 or 40 years ago, not in 21st century. It's something we have got to make sure that justice is done and people, including General Sisi himself, are apprehended if the body is not properly examined and handed to the family.
How has it gotten to the point, how has the international community allowed things to get to the point whereby a democratically elected president can be incarcerated for 6 years, put on trial, many political prisoners remain in jail? How has the international community allowed it to get to this point?
Well, in a way, it's very difficult when you have a ruthless dictator and military sort of police state like Egypt. It's very difficult to control. Yes, Saddam Hussein was a clear example. I think it is not easy. See, there will be no funeral for Morsi. Morsi is being killed, died, and President Mubarak, who's 85 or 90, he's still alive and kicking. And I think, they got rid of Morsi deliberately. And that is the international community, particularly superpowers, should insist on fair trial and fair examination of the circumstance of the death of Morsi. Morsi was kept, as you see in the pictures. He was humiliated wearing this red, awful pajama of the murders in Egypt. He was the president of Egypt. He was a professor. He was civilian. He's not corrupt at all. He's poor. He was honest. I think, apart from, I'm not discussing his religious ideas, but I'm talking about him as an Egyptian, as the first civilian president. And clearly something being done to him and done to all Egypt as well. It's really testing the will of the world, how the regime in Egypt can get away with killing a president.
We will have to wait and see whether those calls for an independent investigation are listened to. For now, though, thank you so much for that. That's Wafik Moustafa, the author of Egypt, the Elusive Arab Spring.